Okay, I didn't read the directions verbatim, okay, but I know this is the trim cap that fits down on there, okay. And see, do I need all this wire? No, I'm going to end up cutting it off, but I want to show you something on it here in a minute. I could show you now, but okay, that I know is the trim cap that's going to fit on there, okay. Then I've got to use this small one because that's going to attach this up to that mounting box, okay. So this is my next one, like that, okay. Put that on there and pull it through there. Make sure you get it going up the right direction. I could have cut these wires off, but I'm going to explain that in a minute. Okay, so I know the ceiling fan is facing there. There's the trim. Here's the thing that attaches this. So this is going up to that box, right? So it's got to go that way. Like that, right? Okay, now, am I ready to put this knuckle on? Yes, I am. Now before I put that knuckle on, and that knuckle has that little goodie there too, right? Before I do that, let's talk about these the wires. I've got a white wire, black wire, a blue wire. What the heck is a blue wire for anyway? I'll show you in a minute here. Now see, not all light fixtures or light ceiling fans, you hook up a blue wire. The last one I installed downstairs, all I had to do was hook up a black and white wire were coming out of the ceiling fan motor assembly. It wasn't like this one. See, I've got these wires, I got this to deal with, the other one downstairs, I didn't have any of that stuff. And see, this blue wire is going to be if you have a light kit. Now see right there, if you can see that, it says for light, okay? Black wire, black to black, white to white. And the blue is for a light kit. Well, this has a light kit. And this particular one, if you don't want the light kit, you can leave the light kit off. And it actually has a blank plate somewhere in there. You have to look for that on the box. And this one happened to say on the box, I think it said, light cap. Used without light kit. So you can do that, or you have the light kit. So you can do either or. Sometimes ceiling fans, you decide you don't want a light on there, but you like the kind of look of your ceiling fan, and you get that. But you got to look for that on the box, because the one downstairs did not come that way. It only came with the light kit. So if you didn't want the light kit, you still have the light showing on there. And that's, that's not going to kill you. But if you don't want that, you can't use that particular light ceiling fan, okay? And so this one is slightly different. But anyways, that's what the blue wire is for. It's for a light. And see, once we get ready to hook it up, we're going to hook it up to this. And well, I'll have to look at the wiring diagram and stuff, and this, I believe, is the AC, the power in. See, it says AC in. That means power. This is AC in L. This is the load, which is the hot wire, black. And this is AC in, and that's the neutral wire. See right there? I don't know if you can see that. I think you can there. AC in neutral, and this one says AC in L. AC in L is load for power, the black. Okay, so we know when we hook those up, we're going to hook that up to the power up in the ceiling, but you remember we're not using the black wire up in the ceiling. Hopefully you saw that portion of the video. Go back and watch it. We're going to actually hook it up to a red wire that's up in the ceiling. You see? And then these are the three that go to the light, the light and the light kit and the power, and this is the remote sensor that is going to read off of the handheld remote. The one downstairs did not come with this sensor. It was all integrated of the wiring inside the light fixture. I thought I was kind of slick because I didn't have to hook all of this up and have the little antenna. This is the antenna for this whole thing. Here's all the numbers for it and all that. And I'll have to look at that. And so that, anyways, that's how that works. Okay. So this, let's figure out. Do we need all this wire? We don't need all this wire, but I don't want to cut it short. What if somebody wanted to install this light ceiling fan 5 years from now? They don't want to leave it in that bedroom. They want to put it somewhere else where they need a long extension piece with wire. Well, they're going to have to go down to the store and get some wire like this, and you can do it. You can put the little couplings on there and do that. So I don't even know if I'm going to save this extra wire or not, but I'm going to cut it off. And I don't know exactly how long to cut it off, so I'm going to cut it long. And I can always cut it again after I get up there, right? And so, I mean, I could cut it that short, but there's no way I'm ever going to cut it that short. I'm gonna make it like that, just to get rid of some of this wire. Okay. You could save that for extra wire if you want. You never know when you're going to need a little piece of wire, right? I think it's 18 or 16 gauge. Might be 18 gauge. And in fact, in case I ever want to extend another ceiling fan later on down the road, maybe I'll need some of this, right? Or for something else, you never know. Okay, so I would save this if I was you. Okay, now we're ready to put the knuckle on. That knuckle's going to fit right on there. I'm going to slide it in there. Okay, and remember, this set screw is the only thing that's going to hold it on there. And I see where the set screw mark is. I can't put that on yet because I need to put this on first, right? I just lower that down, slide this, fish it through. I can get these wires kind of resituated. They don't have any stress on them. Now I just kind of fish that through there and let it stick out halfway on both sides. Lift this back up. Look and see where it goes. Presto. Right there. You see how that works? Now I can tighten this up on the set screw mark that was on the side of that. And I'm going to just make it as snug as I can. I don't want to force that. And it's got a screw that's regular for Phillips or standard. So usually what I'll do is I'll take my Phillips, and there's only so tight I can do it with that. Now I can take my standard, slot it, maybe give it one little twist. Okay. Hardly went anywhere. In fact, I got a bigger, wider one. Okay. Okay. I could feel it just a hair, not even a 32nd of an inch. That made it just a hair tighter. That's the only thing that's going to keep that knuckle from loosening up. So I want to get that screw snug, but I don't want to get a big old screwdriver and think I'll just crank on that, because you know what's going to happen? Your screw is going to break. It's going to twist right off. Now you're going to be in a pickle. You're going to be like, what to do now? You may have to take that out, get a new screw. You don't want to break the plastic on there and all that kind of stuff. And so you can only get that as snug as you can, okay? Okay, so now that's ready. I can lift that up there and put it right on that clunk. You see what I mean? I got to kind of put it over at an angle. It's kind of tricky because this is up there so close. Look at that. But hey, they got it designed in such a fashion because they wanted the extension rod to be exposed. They couldn't make the extension rod hardly any shorter than that with as fat as this top bit is, because this top bit has to cover the mounting assembly up there that I already installed, right? And so this is you're only going to see a little bit of that rod, but if they would have cut that rod a little shorter, then this would have been up closer and it would have been really tricky to get this on. So they do it so that you should be able to do it without too much of a headache and still have it kind of up close to the ceiling. And I left that plastic on in case you have grubby fingers, prints and stuff, because it's kind of like stainless steel. It's nickel stainless steel finish. And in fact, I'm probably going to wash my hands because I don't want to get my grubby fingertips up on the ceiling or anything like that. Make sure you try to be aware of all that kind of stuff. If you get anything on the ceiling, you know, after you get done, kind of look up there, wipe it if you can. But this ceiling is a flat white paint. You get any marks on there, it's hard to clean that stuff off without then showing a discoloration up there. So do the best you can, okay? And so now, are we ready to put that up onto the ceiling? I think we are. I'll wash my hands. And in fact, I'm going to leave that plastic just like that until I get it up there. You know, just for kicks. I mean, I can take the plastic off now if I want. All right. Stay tuned for the next bit.